Right, another day out on the road. This time I've come up to Holeshot Motorhomes. Quick spin around because Richard Wood, the director, owner, has basically said, obviously provides me with the motorhome to do the man in the vans, and I really appreciated that. But he gave me a call. He said, "Can you come up? I want to talk to you about something." So let's go and see what it's about. Obviously these guys churn out loads of motorhomes. My motorhome's been awesome, doing all the man in the vans, the little Crusader. But he said, "Come up, I want to speak to you and see who's around." Boardroom. Oh look, there they are now. Let's just barnstorm in. Oh, here we go. Here they are, Mr. Richard Wood, Julian, Dobb as well, making plans. So
Quarters at it.
Look, notepads are out, everything's out. Right, let's, well, I'm going to sit down and find out more. Let me sit down, fellas. Right, after barnstorming their meeting, gate crashing it, we've sat them down now to talk more about it. So, fellas, this is exciting news. Got the flyer, there it is. It's all on here, which will be handed out. So, first and foremost, actually, let's go from the very top. Why? How did it come about? What was the whole idea? Because you know it's big. This is a big thing. This is going to be massive.
It is a big thing. And one of the things we'd all chatted about is myself, Julian, and Darren Hudson, who runs the service and the twin shocks. We all got together and said, you know, let's try and put a family meeting on. There's so many meetings nowadays that you just turn up, you ride, you go home. We want to put something on a bit more for the family, really, the kids and everything else. And I rode a meeting in the States, the World Vets.
Oh, you did that?
And Helen.
How did it go?
Good.
But I always ask results first.
I think it was 2014 I rode, and I finished first equal, although I did go in the intermediate, so I went to the expert class. So but it was a fantastic weekend. There was 1,000 riders there in the States, and they had 30 on the line, and then another 30, and then another 30. So it was literally, what was the sort of best part of 100 guys in one race. I mean, they were overtaken all over the place, but it was such a good event, and there were pros there. There was ex-world champions there, but the meeting wasn't focused just around those guys. You know, it was a fun event for everyone.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know, it'd be fantastic to bring that event.
So that
to the
literally
UK,
where
really.
it started. The thought process started for you.
Yeah. So we brainstormed what we thought we wanted going forward, weren't it? We all sat in a room.
And you've dragged Julian into it.
Got Julian with all the experience.
Well, I looked at it and I'd done a little bit of riding after a long layoff.
Yeah.
And again, talking to Rich, and then we raced at Hawkstone last year at Darren's event, at the Vets event, and thought that we could actually do an event at Hawkstone that actually, like Richard says, we could actually incorporate some more family-friendly areas and make it an event that motocross, we feel, has actually liked a little bit over the years.
Yeah.
And like I say, we're eager to get involved in it, and if we could get some guys from around the world and Europe, etc., involved in it, and just basically put it out there and build on that. So that's really where we're at, and we're just starting to launch it now and just move it forward.
Well, you've got so much wealth of knowledge between you. Obviously, you know, you've been mechanic Jamie and been around the block a lot, so that side of it. But it's the World Vets. You know, the domain name is worldvetsmotocross.com, by the way. Go and check it out. But that's not to say that it's you're looking at it differently in the way that you're categorising the classes, but also the bikes. It's not necessarily. It's not like a Evo race, is it? It's not like like a twin shock and as such. It's modern bikes. It's I mean, it's a race for old guys, really, isn't it?
Yeah, you could actually ride an Evo bike.
Yeah,
you can ride any bike. But the interesting thing on some of the age categories, yes, it is age. You're quite right, because I'm sort of 50 odd now, nearly 60. Well, we're getting on that way, aren't we?
Yeah, close to 60 and 50.
I mean, you want to ride a modern bike, but you don't want to ride against the younger guys. So we're putting everybody in the correct classes where their age groups.
I think that's a great. I mean, I will testify to that because I've just done a race where I was out with some kids, and it was like, God, I say kids like teenagers and early 20s, like, oh, it's not for me anymore. So going in your actual respective age category, regardless of what CC.
Yeah.
Or bike you want to ride, you can rock up and, like you said, ride an Evo with modern bikes and whatever. It's done on age category. Yeah. Just looking at the classes here, so you obviously you aged them pretty much like you've taken the American mold basically, which works.
Yeah.
Why change it?
Exactly.
You know, you've got age categories between 25 and 35, 36 to 40, it's still going up, nowhere near my age. Oh, here's my group, age 41 to 50.
Yeah.
Not quite.
You're a young,
I'm a
young
youngster.
group.
I'm not in the age 51 plus yet. So, yeah, you know, in that sense, it looks great. So where we haven't mentioned yet where we're running. So at the minute,
well, we managed to secure Hawkstone Park. Darren, who's going to put the event on for us when we get there. He's got a good relationship with the guys at Hawkstone and has done for a number of years, so he knows all about that. So he's a good safe hands. He's run many meetings, large and small. So him and his team are doing fantastic jobs for us getting all that together. So again, it's an all year round track.
Yeah.
You know, one of the worries of putting a big meeting on is if it really does rain the week before, the investment and the money and effort to put it on, you really do have some risks in the UK. So
you do.
It's,
but here's the but with this one, which I think is a masterstroke, great idea. You decided to run it the same weekend as the actual Motocross of Nations.
Yeah.
Which, in some respects, obviously, if the Motocross of Nations was, let's say, the other side of the water where it's been before in NA, there'd be a lot of Brits going, but it's in America.
Yeah.
So it works out pretty cool because the TV.
Yeah.
So that the first race is like 5 o'clock, it's 5:30.
It's a
So you get
5 hour
a
time zone.
Yeah.
So it actually just worked perfect that as our last race goes over the checkered flag, we've got 30 minutes before the start of the first race at Redwood.
But this is the bit. You're going to get a big TV screen in, right? And, and build a whole thing about the evening being around watching the racing. Yeah,
so there's going to be two areas. We've got the area where the screen's going to be, and that was a challenge as well to get streaming into Hawkstone. So there's not a lot around there, so we've managed to find a company that can supply all of that. We're bringing in an 8 metre by 4 metre screen. It is the biggest screen they physically do as well.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that's not cheap either.
No, it's not, is it? 8 metres?
Yeah, so it's going to be
fair play.
it's going to be a good thing to watch. And over the years when we've watched it, we've generally been at my house and we've had barbecues with the lads and a few beers, and it's been fantastic to watch it when we can't go to the event. That's
what we'll do.
Yeah,
if you can't go, that's what you do, isn't it? So
and it couldn't be better timing for this in America, when we never really realised how good it was timing when we first suggested it to put it on that date. It was a bit of a gamble, shall we, but I think if it had been in Europe, like you say, you probably wouldn't have wanted to take the date, but with it being in the States, it's going to be absolutely great for us.
And everybody will be excited to see whether America can win the title back, which we'll wait and see. But like I say, being able to stream it all live, and it actually worked perfect with our time schedule, is just an opportunity that we felt. And Rich felt, why not capitalise on that? So that's one of the things that we just thought we could add that on to our event because it's there. It's a unique opportunity.
Yeah, it's a massive draw.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
The fact that you can go and, for me, you know, I'm one of the fortunate ones that are actually going to be going to the Nations. But if I wasn't, I'd be coming to this for sure because you can ride. Have a great day with your mates, ride and whatever, and then kick back in the evening. What's not to like? Kick back in the evening in a I guess it's going to be like a beer tent and stuff as well.
Yeah, there's a big beer tent up there, and
this is getting better by the second.
Lots of beer, and there'll be lots of food up there, and then we've got a second area as well. That if you're not quite there with your kids, you don't want to be up there. It might be a little rowdy, especially if England gets near a win.
Oh, come on! We don't know what the team is yet, but come on, boys.
So we created a second area, which is a family area, and we're going to focus on that as well as a thing down there. Which,
what other stuff you got planned then, Julian, other than the racing? You know, because obviously it sounds already that it's becoming. The aim is like a kind of festival feel.
Exactly.
So
and
what else you got going on?
So we've got Start coming with their electric bike, which is being shown there and released there. We've got Marsh MX bringing their full stand and all their bikes, the 23 range of bikes. We've got KTM bringing their 2023 range. So we've got quite a lot of things for motocross enthusiasts to see for the very first time. And then also, like I say, we're going to put a lot of emphasis on the family area, where we'll have pop-up restaurants with good quality food. We're going to have a bar down there as well. We're going to have things for the kids to do. So it's going to be a weekend where hopefully the sun is shining, and then we can get local people, attract them to come and actually enjoy the weekend, knowing full well that they can bring the kids can have a nice time, and they can maybe watch motocross for the first time ever.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we're trying to actually put out there, that it's not just primarily for motocross enthusiasts. it's for people to come and enjoy the weekend. Like I say, we've got things and exhibitions, and like I say, we'll have stands there that's doing retail sales as well. And we've got other few stands that we're thinking about that have nothing to do with motocross. We're just working on those yet at the minute.
So really, like, you know, that's come off the back of a load of experience going to events and seeing where we're at now with the sport.
And
You know,
seeing
like
where motocross is at the moment, and seeing why aren't people, you know, really coming to see it as a spectator sport, because it's a great thing to come and watch.
Yeah.
And we just had a look and thought, well, what can we actually add to make it a bit better? And that's what we've kind of like come up with. Fingers crossed, it ticks the boxes.
So you mentioned, I couldn't help but pick up on that. So the Stark is causing quite a stir in the sport of motocross, because obviously it's an electric bike, but they're looking at it very differently in the fact that they're not necessarily saying we're going for the electric market. They want this thing to be competitive against petrol bike. You know, you know, it's not like we're building a separate thing. This is to go out there and race against petrol bikes. So the Stark will be there, and so rumours are, or did I read somewhere or hear somewhere that you got a big name coming to ride said Stark?
Yeah, Sebastian Tortelli has agreed to come over, and we've been speaking to him, and he's in full training. He's coming over to win it. He's definitely going to demo the bike, and it's going to be interesting to see how that competes against.
Just that alone, bikes. You know, to see that alone, along with coming to watch the nations and ride, I think it's a draw as well. You know, we all want to see what it actually. We've seen the videos, of course, but so far we haven't seen it in direct competition, have we?
No, and it is going to be very interesting.
Well,
particularly around Hawkstone, which we all know is a tough track. Certainly, like power-wise, a draining circuit.
And we're using the full circuit with a big hill.
So everybody's going up the hill?
Yeah, they're all going up there.
See, that alone is a big draw for a lot of amateur riders, because they don't get to do that, when sometimes they do the hill at the bottom.
Sidecar hill.
They can only use the hill so much because it's just getting so far out the hill, so they've only agreed to use it on certain events, so we've got that in. I think the other thing that's been good that we came up with was to put a purse on, to know Holeshot Motorhomes.
Yes, see, I was going to come round to that, but you beat me to it. I see my eyes lit up there. Not that I would win it, but it says there £10,000 purse.
So we thought we'd do that, and again we've got some promoter's choice as well. So it's the top 10 from the pro racers that will go in there, and then we've reserved a few places just in case a few of the guys that are the named riders have a bike problem or whatever, that we really want them in that last race. So it'd be really good that if a 25 to 31 year old who no one knows, who's really fast, could beat somebody like Tortelli in this final race.
Of course, why not?
That's what we'll be trying to do. There'll be no old back. The guys that's in that race will definitely be going for the win. And whether it's Tortelli there or any other ex-world champion or top rider,
straight away it's a scalp anyway.
Then guys race to win, so it's going to be a real exciting race.
The thing is, we all get older and we still think we're as quick as we were, but no matter how good you are, like multiple world champion or not, you know, there's still going to be kids that will say that. We don't know how quick that Stark's going to be yet. I mean, he might just romp away with it with the extra power.
Well, the other things with the classes as well, we've got the 8 classes, and they will all have separate World Championship trophies. So although it's not FIM approved, if you got first, second or third, you can have a trophy that says the Vets World Champion on your mantelpiece.
That would be pretty cool.
Rights with your mates.
Because when you know, growing up racing, and I'd win trophies and go to school, I'd be like, look at this now. So even though you're older, you could go back and say, look, and show the kids, like, I'm World Vets Champion. You know, I boast about it. Unofficial or not, I don't care. If the trophy says I'm World Vets Champion, I'm running it. I'm showing it.
So they're all going to be crowned there. There's some photographers there to take photos. We're doing a proper promotional video, aren't we? Event will be there after the event for people to look at.
I do know this because I speak to him. We email one another quite regularly, actually. You've got the voice of motocross involved as well. You've got Sir Jack, Sir Jack Bernacle doing his thing, which is always great. I like when Jack goes off on a tangent and starts telling little stories and anecdotes.
At the minute, I've been speaking to Jack, but we've not fully worked out what Jack will be doing, as he is doing full commentary, or whether he'll be doing interviews or a bit of both. But like I say, or like you say, Jack's got so much experience and so many stories over the last decades that we thought he can come and add so much to the event. And again, he can actually go back when Tortelli was racing and bring up days and events and things that people don't know about. So I
Yeah.
thought it'd be great to get Jack involved in it again, and he brings so much to any event with his vast experience and knowledge. So
he really
that'd be
does.
good.
Yeah. You think the amount of times he's been to
Yeah.
Hawkstone and captured
Yeah.
it all on his camera or called
Yeah.
it in the action and whatever. Yeah. Our email chains, he sends me these pictures, and we're like pen pals on email, so we don't pick up the phone, we do it by email. It's brilliant. So like I said, God, I'm gutted. I'm kind of torn now. Admittedly I'm going to the main one, but I see the value of putting it on the weekend, and so you can see the main Motocross of Nations. So how do people, do they go to the website? How do people enter? What's the crack with that? Where we're at with that?
We've managed to get a website and created all that now. I mean, luckily with the motorhome business that we've got a nice team of marketeers behind us, so it's helped to get all three of us together, so we've all brought things to the party. So we've got the website now. You can go to it, worldvetsmotocross.com. It's live. There's a link on there to enter. The entries are pretty much full now for the intermediates and novices. The first tranche we let loose. There's still a few places in the experts and pros, but we are looking to release the next tranche soon. Probably the end of May, I think we're thinking for that. Just to get everybody ready for that, and then we can get the meeting will be full at that point. And on Spectators, that's all on the Eventbrite website.
Right.
So it's ever so easy to click on there. You can click on for camping, for just weekend passes, and it's all there.
So it's all there. So basically, you enter the event, and then so camping's part of that. If you enter, camping's not extra.
No, it is for the riders. It's
It's included.
It is, Spectator. But as a rider, camping's all inclusive.
Yeah. But for spectators out there, I mean, Hawkstone's a massive place, and you look back over the years of all the riders, but there is only limited fields that you can camp in, so we can't have millions of them there. So it will probably be sold out for camping. So if you do want to go there, we've got the early bird finishes in May, which gives you a discount to get in there. So just to encourage people, if they are definitely wanting to go, is to
book sooner rather than later, for sure.
Because unfortunately there isn't enough fields for the big campers that people have nowadays. I mean,
No, but that's common problem,
Yeah.
I mean, back in Nois's day, I mean, what was the little van
You're partly to blame for that, for having such a successful motorhome company. So you got to stop selling these big motorhomes to people and downscale. No, good. It's all good. Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be great. And I'm guessing, obviously, on the day you'll have varying media there. So post event, we're going to be able to see a load of coverage and stuff from it.
Well, we're also attending the event that Rob Walters is doing and Dave King at Foxhills, so we're promoting our event there, and we've got Rob, he'll be attending our event as well.
Yeah,
with all the bikes that will be rode at the Foxhills event. So together we're kind of like helping each other, and like I say, it's just getting the promotion out there as much as possible, so everybody that's in the motocross arena, if you like, a full opportunity to see what we're doing, see what Rob's doing, and come to our events as well, all being well.
Like I said, I really like that, because obviously we kind of get held back a little bit with some of the national championships and varying other things, with the politics of it all and everybody feeling like they're in competition. That's very refreshing to hear, that you've come out of the traps with a brand new event, and yet you're collaborating and working with Dave and Wobbs on that. Yeah. Because it'd be very easy not to.
Yeah, for sure,
So that's reassuring. It's a great way to sort of end the year. From my standpoint, what you're telling me and going forward, sounds like this could be the kind of thing that we need to sort of end our motocross season every year, like a big kind of just like, we sign off every year with the World Vets with a big shindig, and
it's like a mini dirt bike show as well. Literally every bike,
everything's there to see.
And it's very rare nowadays you can actually go to a dirt bike show and see all the 2023 bikes. Most of them don't attend. So now they're all going to be here, down to the Fantics, the TMs, the whole range, Kawasaki's, the whole, and Marsh represents all of them, and they bring in all those over as a huge stand. And again, if you want to buy a stock, it's all telegrams. They're taking deposits for those as well.
Orders being taken on the day.
No, honestly, it sounds great, and the Motocross of Nations sort of tie-in and having the big screen, I think that's really cool. I mean, 'cause we all watch it, like you said, but to be in your favoured environment with all your friends from motocross on a big screen, sinking a few beers and doing that would be great. Yeah,
that's where we're tossing up now whether to ride or not, aren't we? Or whether to just get drunk and watch the Across the Nations Hardcore ride.
I wonder how many people will roll out on Sunday. Probably not so many. Like you said, particularly if Team GB end up cutting the mustard and winning it. Well, knowing I'll be in America, I might have to do something monumental to get on screen back at Hawkstone. I might have to dress up like Billy Parker or something and run across the track to make a talking point. Fellas, it sounds great. I'm really excited that you're doing it, and long may it continue. I wish you the best of luck with it. Thanks for having me up. It's good. I'm looking forward to it. All the best. All the best. So there you go. Get on it. It is worldvetsmotocross.com. All the information you need to know is on there. Check it out. Get yourself there. If you're not going to the USA, get to Hawkstone. Nice one. See you soon.